people coming in. We may not agree with all 10 things, but can we come on a solid 2? Can we come together on 1?
You more than right, because 2 of us can't do it in the same household no more.
And that's why they stuck to the rush. What they say, 18 years old, get up out this house. You gotta go, because you can't collectively.
Can't do it in the same. So how we gonna do it
on a collective group? I don't even know you.
Cause look, and we, it's when you look at it, man, it wound up being the definition of oxymoron, right? But you take like my granddad's generation or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and clearly the generation before theirs as well, or several, whatever. But my point, you may have a man that I see as helped me understand not just what believing in God or working hard or being a Christian or being a man, whatever, but it's like how to handle the bumps and bruises, and how to just realize that, hey man, things gonna happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was just that man to me, right? But at the same time, when I'm told of exploits of his youth.
Yeah.
Hey, do well, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I graduated with my auntie.
Hey.
Let me tell you about my grandpa.
Well.
I graduated with my auntie.
Well,
Grandpa was still getting it in. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
How can I have the story? Now, he died, you know what I'm saying, of lung cancer when I was 14. And it broke my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the strongest people I ever seen go through something like that, right? But at the same time, the stories that I'm told as the man he actually was at one point in his life, but then when you look at it, there is no way he would have had so much influence on me if he wasn't man enough, smart enough, strong enough, humble enough, pimp enough to come home. And some kind of way, even though all these made, several other indiscretions.
Grandma stayed.
Huh? The nigga was at home.
And grandma stayed. And
so
grandma.
Imagine what kind of man he really was. To maintain that home, to raise them kids with her, to be influenced on me, my generation, my brothers and them. Have something outside. Still try to organize that, keep that from coming over here, keep him from going over there.
Yeah.
What
Never the
kind
two
of
shall meet.
pimp must he have been? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where those men at? He had indiscretions, we filthy rags. My Lord know that. I understand. I ain't gonna beat myself up for being filthy. Let's wash ourselves whole and let's keep going, But he came home.
Yeah.
Man enough to be there for me. My granddaddy was one of the most motivating cats. I had homeboys used to walk out they way to my grandmama's house in the morning before school, because my granddad was one of the only men, especially only men, the black man being different, because the white boys didn't care what the black boys did around there.
Right.
The white men, but y'all have a good one. Mind you been pay attention. He was encouraging.
He spoke, yeah.
Hell, my granddad.
He showed interest.
$5 an A, $3 a B, $1 for a C. Nothing for D's and L. Bruh, until he died, I made A's and B's. $25 in my pocket per report card.
Yeah. Paid.
Penny candy.
Motivation.
Buddy, now I made us like a little bit.
Yeah. I used to sell penny candies in school, but flip that penny candy. Flip that penny candy.
My brother them for $9 in cologne bottle. I'm engaged for buying cologne because I got a little paper.
Yeah. Marketing. All about business. Networking.
I was a youngster stacking little shoebox, money in the shoebox.
But that's encouragement though, man. Like I said, that a lot of the young people need right now that they're not getting.
Hey,
they're not getting.
I wouldn't have got it if that man wasn't strong enough to have all these indiscretions and
still be there
and bring his ass home, man, for years.
Yeah, because the indiscretions could have kept him out from the house.
Dude.
Indiscretions could have kept him away from home. How many cats now have indiscretions and the household suffer?
My biological father wasn't man enough to be that for me.
Household struggle.
I ain't saying he wasn't a decent man.
Right.
As I got to know him as an adult.
But not in the household.
But hey, day for day, he wasn't man enough for me. But whatever indiscretion they tell me about my granddad to do was there for even me. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I asked my grandma as I'm older in life, and I'm like, well, hell, granny. And I mean, my grandma, we've always been like, at a certain point in life, I was like friends, we would talk, real life, we talk. And I asked my grandma one year, man, I probably was like late 28, 29, shit like that. If all of this is true,
why you stay?
You know what I'm talking about? And I think the story goes, she took a shot at him, literally. And the story had went my youth that she missed, and the bullet went through a wall. You know what I'm saying? And it was cinder block, concrete wall, so the bullet stayed there all my life. It's a marble in the wall, painted over in the den. She was like, well, at this year, she was like, well, who told you I missed? I said, huh? So I shot that nigga. That bullet went through that shoulder into that wall. I had no more problems out of him. And she said, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That true story, right? And her thing was, I said, well, why didn't you leave? You know what I'm saying? She was like, and do what? Take kids and a family and responsibility he helped me create back to my mother and make that her responsibility? And her help?
Because she chose to deal with that man, yeah.
I forced him, in this particular situation, probably with a bullet, but he had to come home.
A bullet to make you change your mind.
But she wasn't going to allow him to skip out on what they agreed to do for each other.
Together.
In their life.
Because it takes two to make them. It takes two to take care of them.
Indiscretion or not.
It could still take two. And he was creating a lifestyle. He was making an income over there. So regardless of getting you. And then think about it though, man, how strong she was to swallow that much spit. To not just go off on a regular. Cause you talking about in the damn, because you know folk, man, when you so-called happy, folk love to come spread drama and mess to you.
Dude.
You dig what I'm saying though? And he's successful doing all these things right there, but he still did it like that. So it still had to be an understanding to a degree to where, guess what? This understanding is broken now. Now I got to shoot you.
And I'm glad we can analyze. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I befriended those women in my family, they're very strong women, and I had to learn, how to be properly that kind of man, and it's amazing to see everybody being forcing each other to handle their responsibility, but then being humble enough to step the hell back and let this person be accountable. You're asking them to, you're forcing them to. So you also, like you're saying, you got to step back and humble yourself and let him do it. You can't be in his face. You can't be always throwing the negative on him. You can't make him carry too much. Because you emotional, you mad. I can't trust you. You can't keep hitting him with that. You got to shut the hell up and let him come on home. You got to let him go back out and do something that probably is beneficial to the family. You can't be questioning and judging and everything he do now. You're going to have to humble it down.
Now if you're going to stay?
You're going to have to humble it down.
Now if you're going to stay?
Matter of fact, I think that's the one thing we talked about. In one of your first situations, when you moved out here, hey, to get it back together, coming up off the apartment you had to go home.
Because I was trying to keep that house.
Hey, whatever you were trying to do, you understand that means you going back to zero changes, and you can't go back bitching about the fact that there ain't been no changes.
Yeah, because you know what you get.
No business going back.
You already know, yeah. Huh? I already know what time it was.
So we have to prepare ourselves to deal with what we choose to do. And what the Cardinal Lombardo tell Michael Corleone is the price you pay for the life you choose to live. You've been this person with your heart, but you've also been another person with your heart. So when the soul suffers, the body cries out. Because Mike had got diabetes, got sick, and started having a little spell. It's just that you suffer this way. Because that's your punishment for the man you chose to be. But it also helped you become the man you really are. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When the man one without the other, bro. But you going to suffer through what you owe. And you got to handle that shit to be this man. It's the price you pay for the life you choose to live. It ain't going, oh, the only thing you doing that you ain't lay down and die. So, we have to become those men again. And even if you do it dumb, if you do it wrong, you got to. And it may not be the same. The times have changed to the point where it clearly ain't going to be the same woman that you reorganize your family with. You're clearly going to family court these days.
Oh, yeah, you going. Oh, yeah. Court date is being set. Court date is being set.
But that don't mean our kids don't get the chance to see us in loving relationships. That don't mean our kids don't deserve to see us really fighting to maintain a home and provide certain things for them. And the step kids of it and the grand steps and the adopted. We have to be that man that influences more than one generation of who we think we're supposed to be. We got to be able to do it, bro. And then I think we start strengthening everybody else under us. So we start building back up this, you know what I'm saying? This mindset here. everybody who agreed to help finna sit their ass right here and help.
Yeah.
You finna pull off what you agreed to do.
Yeah.
What you agreed to do. You finna pull
I
it
think
off.
that's what's missing nowadays, man. The accountability, because there's so lack of accountability. So when accountability is brought to the table, it becomes like, what accountability? I'm not used to that, and it becomes a challenge, to do that. Rather than like you said, when we were younger, grandfather and stuff like that, it was demanded because it was expected. Right. You know what I mean? Though, because you wanted to have that level of accountability because of respect level that person just showed up and demanded. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Though, so you wanted to give them that respect. Because they earned it just how they showed up. And earned it. And now time thinking now it's like, damn, you got to just like beat it in, disrespect love, because I think just because there's such a lack of self-love. There's such a lack of self-love. So I can't love you. I can't love anybody else. I can't be a good person if I don't even love myself. Right. If I never receive that love, how I know how to give somebody I never received? And so it's almost damn near like a defense mechanism to be a jerk out here. Because you don't want to love, because when you try to, guess what? Love ain't showed you kind. Love ain't did right to you. Love ain't been your friend. Right. You know what I'm saying? Though love, that little stuff they talk about on the movies ain't really happened, so you become bitter. You know what I'm saying? Though, or jaded, if you will. Yeah. And so you gonna go out with every last mamma jamma out of here and say, everybody, you suspect. Like some in your house gets stole, say you got a party. Some of your house gets stole, everybody's suspect. Hey man, what you do? You still there? You remember that convention I had on the goddamn stove right there, brother? Somebody took it. So you looking at everybody crazy now. You the one legitimately just straight up 100% innocent.
So now can't nobody party.
Now can't nobody party of it no more. No more parties.
In the crawfish board.
No more parties.
Nobody can't party.
No more parties.
Man,
We're done.
Come on, man.
We're done here. I need my convention. Not just playing, not just joking around. But no, it just becomes like I said, and that's what happens though, man. And people come, and I think that's well within their right to feel that way until they don't feel that way. Because how can you tell somebody how long it is to get over something? It's almost like telling somebody with a death, well, you should be over it by now. How you tell somebody how long to get over something, man? You know what I'm saying, though, man? I mean, so it's like you really can't tell a person how to feel. All you can do is just be locked in who you are as a person and just keep moving, man, and keep going. They ain't nothing to do with that person.
And I think, one of the things, and I think some of this I learned from you, and I really, again, iron sharpen iron, and that's why our friendship have lasted so long. And I'll tie in two other cats, one lives in Miami, but I meet him in Dallas, like we just met up for Thanksgiving or whatever. And he's Hispanic, I love him, he's my brother, bro. And his wife, sister of mine as well. And then I got another homeboy, in Dallas, kinfolk, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pimp C, he came down here. Yeah. Okay. 2 different years, and I think it's been the 2 past years. Pimp C might be 2 years ago, but anyway, it just so happened, man, by God's grace, because we're the on and stroke. If you the barber, you got the stone that you grind, the blade on. Then you take the leather strap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Shine, smooth it on out. Because the edge got to be smooth.
So it worked together, right? So at the same time, dudes like random trips. In Dallas, my Pimp C, it was truly random. I just had a free weekend, and I always be like, hey, dog, what's up? I'm coming to see London, blah, blah, blah. I'll be in the city, such. This weekend, he was like, all right, cool, I'm free. Let's kick it. So what happened, on that particular visit, I was blessed enough to be there. His dad died that weekend, man. And I think he was in a situation where, he was the one that not only found his dad, but had to be strong for everybody else in the family. Mom and dad was divorced, but he got a great stepdad, but it's still an emotional blow, and he trying to prop up a lot of other, and he handling some of the stuff that's associated with him finding his dad, and that's it. But his support system, by God's grace, was in the city. A huge fraction of his support
was right there. When he needed
was in the city that weekend.
When he needed it to be.
By the grace of God, bro, because, what I'm saying, it wasn't planned on my situation to be there. And, I felt good. And he wound up, leaning on me. Like, dude, thank you for being here, dog. I can't take no more. I'm like, dog, it's okay to feel the way you're supposed to feel. Mm-hmm. And then... But
you got to be around people that's comfortable, let you be comfortable with feeling how you feel without feeling some kind of way.
You can't show this face to them. And I'm going to be here for you, so you don't have to show it to them, because I know you got to be strong for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they falling apart, and it's just. I get it. It hurt. I get it. So, my other dude, this is recent, and even though, I guess him and his family's trip from Miami to there were planned, he hit me up and said, hey, man, ain't making it down about such sort of date. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be that thing. We gonna do the same thing. You know, fake family party, what we be calling it. Well, I got you, dog. You know.